Prince Jigme Namgyal Wangchuk of Bhutan presides over a ceremony in Paro. The British royal family attend the National Service of Remembrance at the Cenotaph in London. And Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco attend the Festival des Étoiles in Monte Carlo. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Sunday, November 12th, 2023. On Saturday evening, Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by Mr. Louis Ducrollet and his lovely wife, Mrs. Marie Ducrollet, attended the closing of the third edition of the Festival des Étoiles Monte Carlo Gala held inside the Salle Empire at the Hôtel de Paris. The Black Tie Gala featured 4 Michelin-starred chefs, including the legendary Mr. Alain Ducasse, Mr. Emmanuel Pilon, Mr. Marcel Ravin, Mr. Yannick Aleno, and Mr. Dominique Laurie, cooking their signature dishes for a select group of distinguished guests. On Friday, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, participated in a working session during the One Planet Polar Summit held at the National Museum of Natural History in Paris. The One Planet Polar Summit, as part of the 2023 Paris Peace Forum, is the first international summit dedicated to glaciers and poles. This morning, His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, led the 2023 National Service of Remembrance at the Cenotaph in London. As His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, and Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal laid wreaths at the foot of the cenotaph, Her Majesty Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Edinburgh, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, and Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester looked on from the balcony at the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. On Saturday evening in London, Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, Their Royal Highnesses the Prince and Princess of Wales, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, and Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester attended the annual Royal British Legion Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall. Upon their arrival at the Royal Albert Hall, Their Majesties unveiled a statue of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. According to Buckingham Palace, this year's festival marks, quote, 80 years since the Battle of the Atlantic and the 70th anniversary of the Korean War. The festival is an opportunity for the nation to say thank you to all who have served and sacrificed their lives. In a tribute to the 75th anniversary of the HMT Empire Windrush's arrival, this year's festival also honored the extraordinary contributions made by the Windrush generation to the military. End quote. On Saturday, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal attended a service of remembrance at the Armed Forces Memorial at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire. According to Buckingham Palace, their service, held on the anniversary of the signing of the armistice, commemorates all those who gave their lives in service since 1914. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians attended the traditional military commemoration ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at the foot of the Congress Column in Brussels. The ceremony pays tribute to those who died in service to their country in World War I, World War II, and to the Belgian soldiers who fell during conflicts and peacekeeping operations since 1945. On Friday, Her Imperial and Royal Highness Princess Astrid of Belgium, Archduchess of Austria-Est, visited Professor Rosa Rademacher's lab at the University of Antwerp. In 2021, Professor Rademacher won the Genere Award from the King Baudouin Foundation for her research on rare forms of dementia. The Genere Award supports research on rare diseases in Belgium and aims, in the long term, to improve the quality of life for patients and their families. On Saturday evening, Their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg attended the 10th edition of the Luxembourg Film Prize, held at the Grand Théâtre. Held every 2 years and organized by the Film Academy, the Luxembourg Film Prize honors the best contributions to Luxembourg cinema and audiovisual. The Cour Grand Ducal noted in a statement that the Grand Ducal couple is grateful for the, quote, work of the professionals in the sector who help Luxembourg cinema grow every day, end quote. Just on a side note, if you're interested in watching a fantastic film that was shot on location in Luxembourg, as well as in Vienna, Austria, you may be interested in one of my favorite films of 2022, Corsage. The film stars Miss Vicky Krieps, who was born in Luxembourg. The film was co-produced by the Luxembourg-based production company SAMSA in collaboration with Film AG Austria, Compleisen Film Germany, and Kazakh Productions from France. Corsage made the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Oscar shortlist for Best International Film Feature for the 2023 Academy Awards. Unfortunately, they were cut, but making the Oscar shortlist is huge. Also, next month I will be bringing back Royal Film Fridays. However, the name has changed to Royal Cinema Sundays. Why? Well, I don't know. I just felt like it. But one of the first films I will be reviewing is Corsage. In the meantime, if you're interested in learning more about the film, in the link above, I will leave a direct link to the YouTube channel that has the official trailer. And down below in the description box, I will leave a synopsis for the film. Anyway, back to the Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg. On Friday, they inaugurated the 9th edition of Luxembourg Art Week in Luxembourg City. Luxembourg Art Week is an annual international contemporary art fair that features a selection of international cutting-edge galleries, young emerging art galleries, institutions, and artist-run spaces that offer the opportunity for collectors and art lovers, such as myself, to sample the best of contemporary art and modern art. According to the Cour Grand Ducal, after the opening, the Grand Ducal couple, quote, walked the aisles of the exhibition discovering unique creations by nearly 80 European exhibitors. Young creators were highlighted in the Take-Off section, which allows them to show their talent. The Grand Ducal couple view the quality displayed by the works, particularly by the Luxembourg galleries, under the temporary tent enlarged for this new edition, a concrete indicator of the success and the growing place of the Grand Duchy in contemporary art, end quote. On Saturday, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg celebrated his 42nd birthday. Born Prince Guillaume Jean-Joseph Marie, Prince of Luxembourg, Prince of Nassau and Bourbon-Parma, at the Maternité Grand Duchess Charlotte in Luxembourg City, the heir to the Grand Ducal throne is the eldest child of their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg. After his father acceded to the throne on October 7, 2000, Prince Guillaume was sworn in as the hereditary Grand Duke of Luxembourg on December 18, 2000. On April 26, 2012, the Cour Grand Ducal announced the engagement of hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg to Countess Stephanie de Lavoie. On April 27th, the newly engaged couple held a press conference and photo op at Château de Belgue in Colmar-Berg. On October 19th, the couple were married in a civil ceremony at the Town Hall in Luxembourg. The future Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Mr. Xavier Bettel, presided over the ceremony. On October 20th, the couple held their religious wedding ceremony at the Notre Dame Cathedral of Luxembourg. Royals from around the world attended the beautiful Catholic ceremony, including Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, the late His Royal Highness Prince Henrik of Denmark, their Majesties King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway, their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway, His Royal Highness Prince Carl Philip of Sweden, Her Highness Princess Martha Louise of Norway, Her Majesty Queen Sylvia of Sweden, their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Frederick and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, Her Royal Highness Princess Lala Salma of Morocco, and Her Royal Highness Princess Caroline of Hanover, to name a few. On May 10th, 2020, the hereditary Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg welcomed their first child, His Royal Highness Prince Charles Jean-Philippe Joseph-Marie Guillaume of Luxembourg. 3 years later, on March 27, 2023, His Royal Highness Prince François-Henri Louis-Marie Guillaume of Luxembourg was born at the Maternité Grand Duchess Charlotte in Luxembourg City. Today, the hereditary Grand Duke carries out numerous engagements each week, and several times a year he travels abroad alongside the Minister of the Economy, Mr. Franz Foyet, to promote the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. And with that, happy belated birthday, hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. On Friday in Copenhagen, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark attended the University of Copenhagen's annual celebration held at the Opera. During the celebration, per tradition, there was a lecture and medals presentation. In Paro, His Royal Highness Prince Jigme Nengwal Wangchuck of Bhutan presided over a Surtog installation ceremony in front of the central temple tower at the Pangbiza, Dizong. The ceremony was held on the occasion of the 68th birthday of His Majesty, the 4th Dragon King, Jigme Signe Wangchuck of Bhutan. The 4th Dragon King abdicated on December 9, 2006. During the event, the 7-year-old prince planted a cypress tree on the grounds of the Dizong on the occasion of his grandfather's birthday. And finally, on Thursday, Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Chiara of Bourbon Two Sicilies, as the ambassador of WWF France and Italy, attended a WWF panel discussion in Geneva, Switzerland. The panel discussion was hosted by the president of WWF International, Mr. Adel Najm, and the Director General of WWF International, Ms. Kirsten Schreit. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow. No, really, I will be, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday afternoon and a great week ahead. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful, relaxing Sunday afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.